Well, hello everyone. Oh, got hit on the head with another quest scroll right then. What timing? Ugh. Sir Elite One, otherwise known as Haxton Von Wham, back for another episode of Mabinogi. Very excited to pick up where we left off with the Halloween event. There's actually two now, but I'm only doing the one, and I'm joined by my friend, who I don't actually know because they're just a random person that ran up to me. Anyway, so, yeah, to continue on with the Halloween quest, why don't we see where we are exactly? We've got Help Island, or Island. I think it's Island. That's my best guess. How to Break a Curse is the quest line we're obviously following. What I think is interesting is that Obtain Bran's Pendant is next on the list, but it's totally pointing me towards Carrie over here. See? Event, How to Break a Curse. Like, is that seriously who I need to talk to right now? Because, I mean, she's right there. It's totally cool if I just need to talk to her. Got no problem talking to the attractive ladies. Isn't that right, Glennis? Oh, yeah. Work that apron. Just kidding. Carrie. Harry. Sorry, I had to say it. It's a good thing it's only in my head and your character can't hear me. Alright, so, yeah, I guess we'll just jump into this and see what she has to say. I guess I can read this again. A slender young lady with an unblemished complexion whose signature accessory is her wide-brimmed witch's hat. She's totally a witch. Seldom seen without a haughty expression on her face. Well, she is a haughty. Ha ha ha. She radiates an aura of unapproachability. Not good for a quest giver, I'm just saying. You want people to approach you so you can give them quests. Her speech and mannerisms also serve to give many the impression that she's cold and distant. Maybe she is cold and distant. In spite of all that, it feels like there's more to her than meets the eye. She's a robot. I mean, witch. Alright, why are you gawking at me? If you have some dumb question, you're better off asking Miss Glennis. Shop with Carrie. What? Shop? I can already get to her shop? Sure, look around, hee hee. I do have quite the interest in magical implements and curios. Oh, there's my new book bag. Don't really need that, I don't have a lot of books. Halloween gift box. Okay. Like I said, that box. Halloween gift box. I say weird things when I'm reading and talking at the same time. Alright, start a conversation. You're sure persistent. What is it you want to know? Okay. Talk to Island again. You really do pick inconvenient times to ask your nosy questions, don't you? Yeah, this is all stuff I've already read. You know, this girl really reminds me of, if any of you guys have seen any My Little Pony anything. I watched that with my children, so this lady is really reminding me of Sunset Shimmer. She was the bad person in the first movie, I think, and then they bring her around by blasting her with a bunch of friendship. I know, right? I love just describing things like that to people. It's so funny. Okay, so it's blinking, but I'm thinking... I'm thinking I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. I'm sorry, I'll stop now. I'm thinking we probably have to run over to the nearest teleporter and go talk to Bran instead. Bran is quest. Emergency aid. Do we have that on here? Break a curse. Emergency aid. Here we are. That's it. Excellent. Alright, so now we know what we're actually doing. Listen to Dillis's troubles in the Tyrconale healer's house. Alright. So I guess while we're running I can read. So nice on video games how I can just tell my character to go somewhere and I can read things casually while they do all the hard work. Good grief, there won't be a single bug left in Tyrconale if that strange lad I told you about before keeps catching everyone in sight. Is that really a bad thing? And on top of that, he seems to have some strange illness. Please come to the Tyrconale healer's house as soon as you're able. Maybe he eats bugs. Help Dillis, who's currently beleaguered by the problems in the town. I like that. They use beleaguered. I like that word. Fun word. Word of the day. Elite One's Word of the Day, brought to you by this quest. Emergency aid. beleaguered. Woo! And now, the number of the day is brought to you by that sheep over there. There are 3 sheep on screen right now. 1, 2, 3. So the number of the counting shall be 3. 3 is the number I shall count. I shall not count to... oh, God. I wanted one of those. Rem. I wanted Rem. Because, I mean, Rem is best girl. I was a little tempted to also buy her sister. Unfortunately, I missed out on that promotional sale. Yeah, it was the original intention of this series was to start off doing the RE0 stuff, but I kind of missed out on that with, I guess you could call it technical issues because my computer did not exist in my possession at that point. Not this sleek, brand new gaming computer I'm using anyway. It's not top of the line, but it's about as top of the line as I can afford currently, so yeah. Runs all the stuff I really care about, like a dream. I haven't tried playing Fallout 4 recently, and that runs just fine. I mean, there's a little lag whenever I save. Well, not whenever, but sometimes when I save there's lag. But yeah, nothing too bad. Crashes to desktop, but only because I'm using mods and they're not playing nice, and that's why I haven't posted a Fallout 4 video, is because, you know, I don't have any. I'm trying to get the mods to work. I was going to be working on that yesterday, but kind of behind on releasing videos, so here I am, making another Halloween special one. Alright, enough about other games. Let's get back into talking with the most attractive healer in Tyr Cornell, which is not really a high bar because she's the only healer. Yeah. Anyway, I honestly don't think Dillis is that cute or pretty or whatever. One of the other characters has a crush on her apparently, but you know, to each their own. She's not my type. Not my type, that's what I meant. What were you guys thinking I was talking about? Welcome, welcome. Your timing couldn't have been more perfect. Ah, thank you. I've just about had it up to here with that lad in the red cape. I know, his cape is so suspicious. He probably stole it from somebody, didn't he? Didn't he? Baseless accusations aside. Running around every day, waving that bug net. I'd be surprised if there's so much as a moth left in Tyr Cornell if he keeps it up. Seriously, Dillis, is this a problem? Like, what's wrong with him getting rid of all the bugs? Especially if we're talking like mosquitoes? Oh god, those things are annoying. And you know, he didn't even touch the food I brought him. Too busy picking on beetles, I suppose. What can we do about it, though? At this point, I'd be glad to just get him to put down that bug net and take up another hobby. Ah, I see. He's just annoying you. Personally. Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll go talk to him then. Because you guys can't work out your own issues, but, you know, that's alright. Keeps me in a job. Also my hobby. I'm a hero for fun. I sometimes forget that there's all this space back here. Like, you'd think that in a village, this house here would be, like, more where these crates are, you know. Whatever. Look at your fancy, suspicious cape, Bran. Where's your raisins? Huh? That lady from the healer's house was complaining about me. Come on, lady, have a heart. It's a life or death situation here. A guy's gotta eat somehow. Called it. He eats bugs. She's getting too worked up about it. It's that kind of attitude that starts grating on people after long enough. Mark my word, it'd be better for her to just relax and let it be. Also, in my defense, I just couldn't find anything else to prey on recently. Ah, so he's not specifically a bug eater. Huh? What kind of prey, you ask? Well, let me break it down for you. I don't know how or why it happened, but I lost the powers I used to have, just like Island, and became the ordinary guy I am now. We're gonna have like a transformation sequence for all these people, like all of a sudden Island's gonna be like a freaking, I don't know, 50-foot tall giantess. This guy's gonna be like secretly a spider or something. That would be freaky. It would have been great if the change in how I look changed my dietary requirements too, but no such luck. See, the problem is my hunger can't be sated by normal food. Unfortunately, the food that will sate my hunger is, well, it's blood. Ah, maybe he's a vampire. But he's eating bugs. Bug blood counts? I don't really know how to hunt properly, and without my old powers to make it easy, all I've got to fall back on is this bug net. Thanks to that, I can at least catch mosquitoes and can get enough blood to sate my hunger, but just barely. Ask if there is anything else you can eat. We do have raw meat, you know. I'm not sure. Maybe I can resort to just eating once every other day. It'd just be a temporary solution, though. I wonder if Locke might know of a way. He does live alongside all those city folk in Emin Macha, after all. Or Macha. Emin Macha? I'm doing my best. It seems like Carrie was pretty skilled back before she lost her powers. Maybe she'd know how to... No, wait, what am I saying? That would make me indebted to her. Let's try Locke. I'm sure he'll have some idea, even if he can be a little slow sometimes. At least, I hope he knows something. Sound real confident there. You know, I just want to take a second to point out that if I was literally in this game talking to these people, probably the first question out of my mouth is, what are you? Right? That's my one complaint with some of these event quests, is they just don't flesh them out properly, at least in my opinion. I mean, you know, maybe by the end it'll be like, oh yes, it was all a big surprise, like, surprise, but, you know, we already know at this point that these people are not originally humans, right? I mean, come on. They keep telling about losing their powers and transforming into an ordinary person, blur to blur to blur. So, really, like, what the heck? Just pulling out my fairy so she can carry me around because I'm lazy. Also, running is just, you know, it's kind of boring. Having my pretty little fairy carry me around is much nicer. So, he said Emin Macha, right? Yep, okay. So, there it is. God, it is so nice to be able to use these things at any time of the day. I don't know if you guys have actually seen that, but I was talking in one of the other videos that I have recorded for Mabinogi here that the moon gates are called moon gates because when this game first came out and for a very, very long time afterwards, they only worked at night. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. They only worked at night in the game. Blech. Can you imagine being like mid-quest and you'd want to just teleport where you need to go? And there are teleporters, but it's not nighttime, so you can't use it right now. Blah. It was very frustrating. But, you know, they're learning, they're improving. They understand now that they need to make things a little more convenient for people. I thought it was cool lore-wise. Oh, he's in the restaurant. I thought it was cool lore-wise that, you know, they had the moon gates run on moon power and, you know, mana and all that stuff, and they actually had a pretty good explanation for it. The problem I had is, you know, it's just super inconvenient, especially for somebody like me who doesn't have all the time in the world to play and never has. So, yeah. It's really, really convenient that they just kind of were like, yeah, they only work at night, but listen, we're going to be nice. You're here because of Bran? Okay, so who's this Bran you're talking about? Oh my god. Yeah, he's a little slow. Okay. An acquaintance. Oh yeah, there used to be this weird guy who would sometimes hang out with Island. I sort of remember him now, but what does he want? Ask how Bran can get blood. He needs blood, blah blah blah. So you're in need of blood, right. Should I give one of these guys like a Transylvanian accent? Okay, I'm totally gonna give Locke a Transylvanian accent. It's gonna be a bad one. So any people that are actually from Transylvania or know people from Transylvania, I'm sorry. It's pretty simple, really. Bran has all the intellect of a ripe squash, but humans who dine here frequently order a meal called a steak, which is just a large slab of meat. I never understood what they meant when they asked to have it rare. I mean, steak's not rare. It's pretty common, actually. I do appreciate the puns. It was just today, in fact, that someone finally explained it to me. Rare steak is simply when the meat is cooked for less time. Just yesterday I brought the customer just some random piece of meat because I didn't realize what they were asking for. Maybe Bran doesn't realize there's a way to cook the meat that retains more of the blood. I literally came up with this idea myself before I ran all the way over here. But whatever. What do I gotta do now? Go talk